Hello guys, and welcome back to my 12th podcast episode. Today is August 18th, I'm pretty sure. It's Wednesday as usual. It's a little PSA. School does start a week from now, like it starts on the 25th for me, so I don't know how often I'll be able to do these. I might have to switch to every other week or maybe once a month, just because I am taking some very hard classes this year, and I'm like, no matter what, I'm not gonna have as much time to knit because, you know, 9 to 10 hours of my day will be taken up being in school, and then there's homework on top of it. And so I don't know, I'm still going to be doing them. I just don't know if I'll be able to do them as often. But I have, we'll go on. We'll kind of call it by ear to see like what happens with the frequency of these videos. But I don't want that to open anyways. I have no new finished objects. I've also made no progress on either of these socks. This one and then this one. No new progress. They will get done. I just have been very into the sweater, which is the next thing. This is what I have so far. This sleeve is done. After this round, which I just started, I have 2 more rounds of ribbing that I have to bind off, and then that sleeve will be done. And then all I have to do is pick up stitches on the collar and do ribbing. So this will get done today, which I'm very excited about. Sorry, here, plastic. But yes, this will definitely get done today, and I'm very excited. This will be my first ever sweater for an adult. I like it a lot. I have a lot of sweaters I want to make now. But it's the only other official whip acquisitions. So I have 2 needles, the ones that I'm using right now. Oh, I do have to talk about this. So these are the Chalgu Red Lace 4mm 16-inch circular, and then I have the 5mm 16-inch circular here. As you could tell, I'm doing it just regularly in the round, and for some reason on this sleeve I was scared to do it all in the round just because I didn't think there would be enough stitches, and I just didn't trust the process. And so I started working magic loop right there, and you can totally tell. But again, the sweater is for me, so I don't want to say as mad, I'm kind of a little upset about it, just because I'm a perfectionist, but it's not that big of a deal. It's for me, and now I know that I have enough stitches to work everything fine on the 16-inch circular for the small medium size, and then obviously anything bigger, which leads me to my next thing. I'm going to set this aside because I'm gonna work on this like immediately after I stop recording. Oh, also, all of the binding off I did on the bottom here and then on this sleeve is the tubular bind off. I now have it memorized because I've had to do it so many times, especially for the body, because this was like 200 and something stitches. But yes, that's the bind off I was using. It's pretty easy. I am a little bit dumb sometimes, and so it took me, I had to like look at 3 different tutorials to do it, and then this one tutorial, just all of a sudden everything made sense, even though obviously they were saying the exact same thing as everybody else. But my other acquisition is in this plastic bag. Actually, there's 7 of them, but kind of not. So this is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. It is in the color Cranberry, which is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. And these come in 50-gram skeins, and they're 110 yards per skein. And I got 7. There's 7 in here. This is for the same sweater for me. I'm still deciding if I want to just take out the garter panel or not. I don't think so. I kind of like the change in texture. But this one's for me. I have to order some of this yarn in Oyster Heather, I'm pretty sure, for an order. But my grandma got me this yarn. It's a little bit darker in person, but again, my window is right there, so my grandma got this for me, and I am going to do some gauge swatches because the guy who ordered from me doesn't like the gauge of how that is. And I think this yarn, they're both worsted weight, and I think they have roughly the same gauge on the website, and I'm taking them side by side right here. Give me a second. And yeah, this yarn might be a little bit thinner, which is not good for me, but you know. Anyways, if I can get gauge, I can get gauge. Yeah, this yarn is a little bit thinner, but it's fine. I have to borrow some. Anyways, that is Knit Picks Brava 500 in worsted. It's technically just Brava. I just got the 500-gram one. But yeah. So I have 7 of these, and I have to get like double the amount. I think maybe like 11, maybe like 13 if I can get gauge, or a pretty similar gauge, because if my gauge is too small, I can go up a size, because I did the reverse with my first ever socks. My gauge was too big and I went down a size and everything worked out fine. So I'm hoping the same thing will happen here, especially because I took his measurements, and so like I'm not too worried about like the body length or the sleeve length, because I can get all of that stuff, like I can adjust that for his body. It's just mainly like the yoke that I'm worried about, and like the number of stitches. But hopefully gauge won't be too big of an issue. Let's hope so, because I really don't want to have to buy even more needles. Although I probably am. I'll probably have to buy 3mm, 16 and 32 inch circulars, which does suck a lot. But what can you do? I think that's all of. Okay, no, so it's not here. It's coming in tomorrow. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. It's a force of habit. I think I ordered it yesterday. I ordered it yesterday. I ordered a little, it's technically a kitchen scale, but it measures in grams because, one, I want to know for socks, and like when I have leftover yarn like for Felici, which that's what this is, and then like I'll have leftover yarn of this and some of the other stuff, just how much it is. And then for some other stuff that I can't talk about because it's a surprise, and I'm kind of scared, but also excited for it. And I know you guys have no clue what I'm talking about, but you will. My Instagram will probably find out first, so go follow me on Instagram. It is linked in the description, as well as the knit pics. And the sweater pattern I'm using is the Flax Sweater by Tin Can Knits. That'll be linked in the description. The sock patterns are by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady. It's her vanilla sock pattern. Yeah. So I got a little scale to just measure in grams that is coming in tomorrow. And this yarn, I've talked about this before, but this yarn was supposed to come in, not the needle. This was supposed to come in tomorrow, but for some reason, my Knit Picks orders always come in, like if it says originally that it'll come in on Thursday, which is what comes after Wednesday, yep. It always comes in the day before, which is good because for some reason I always just order stuff on Sunday. I don't know why, but like most of my knit picks orders are on Sundays, and then I get them that following Wednesday. Like the Bravo was like that. The 2 Hawthorne kettle dyes were like that. So it's, I don't know. I don't know why Sundays and knit picks have attracted me. But, oh, speaking of which, they're having a sale on some of this yarn, and I kind of want to buy more for a 3rd sweater for me. Because I have a really cute idea for a type of sweater. I might end up selling some, I don't know. Well, obviously I'm selling at least one because it's a custom. But, oh, my voice is not happy. Okay, we're back. I think it'd be really cute if I make a sweater like that. Either in like a green, blue, or like, I don't know what the background color would be, but then if I put like a flower or a heart or like some sort of embellishment on it, most likely using the duplicate stitch, which I think that's what it's called. But like doing something like that, I feel like it'll be really cute. And it's like a fun to, like, I don't want to say to look at, but like just something different to do. And if I do that, I'll probably end up taking the garter panel out just so then there's not too many moving parts. So I'll take out the garter panel and then just put in the duplicate stitch afterwards. And one thing that is great about that is I can decide, I just threw my needles, so I can decide like whether it's going to be like a heart or a flower or a smiley face or something. I can decide that after the sweater's all made, which I'm very happy about, since it's not like color work where like you have a chart. I mean, I'm gonna have a chart just so I know what I'm doing, but like where you have to knit a certain number of stitches in a certain color, and then like I can take these out easier than I can take out color work. I don't think I've ever had to take out color work because I started the J.W. Anderson cardigan like a year ago. Still haven't finished it. I don't know. School started and then I lost interest in it because it was just so much work. It was so much work. And so it's currently sitting in a bin in my basement. But there's some color work involved in that. That was my first time ever doing stockinette stitch and color work at the same time. I really just dove all in. First time ever purling was in that sweater. But go big or go home. So I have, yeah. Then I think there's something else. I am thinking about getting, I think it's Lovecraft's Everyday Raglan pullover sweater. I don't know, I still don't know the difference between a pullover and a sweater. Are they the same thing? I don't know. I'm thinking about getting that if I can't use the Tin Can Knits pattern, which I'm hoping I can, fingers crossed. But yeah, I think that's all for now. I can't really remember if I have anything else. But, oh, well, obviously I have a new order, which is the sweater. I still have to post some stuff on my Etsy for my mom's socks, but, oh, you know I don't. I honestly am a mess, but yes, so that is all for this week. I will definitely see you guys next week. And then after that, again, I still am not too sure if I'm just gonna keep every week, go to every other week, go to once a month. Don't know. It depends on how much, because it depends on how much work I get, because if I can only find time to knit like 30 minutes a day and on the weekends, like that's most likely not going to be enough progress to do every week. But I think it might vary a little bit because, you know, if I have a lighter work week, I can knit more. If I have a harder work week, I'll obviously be able to knit less. But I'm still going to be knitting and crocheting. I need to get back into crocheting. I mean, I'm still into it. It really dove headfirst into knitting and have not come out yet. But yes, so I will see you guys next week with whatever progress I have, which will definitely be one sweater. I can tell you right now, I will have a finished object next week. I think this is actually the first week I haven't had finished object or like a half finished object, which is a little weird to say the least. No, maybe I have before. I don't know, but I need to stop rambling and let you guys go. Bye.